Is now with UAW President Shawn Fain. Phil, over to you.
Thank you, Frank. We're outside of Mopar Parts and Distribution Center in Centerline, Michigan. Shawn, why the Parts and Distribution Centers for this latest round of strikes?
Hey, the work our PDCs do is just as important as work anywhere else, and our PDCs in particular, they've been stepped on a lot in the past, and they're one of the tiers we're talking about. One of our biggest objectives in this round of bargaining is ending tiers. Yes. Anyone that hires in at the PDCs since 2015 is capped at $25 an hour. They're making less than our typical workers are in big three plants, and it's time we end that. So they're a very integral part of what we do, and they deserve their share of economic and social justice just like everybody else does.
When we talked with Stellantis earlier this week, Stellantis owning Mopar, they said, look, if we have to close down some facilities, it's because we're trying to make a more efficient organization. What do you say to that and the possibility, whether it's this Mopar facility or another one that they want to close down? What do you say to that?
Well, they shouldn't be closing any facilities. These are the best of time. This is the part that they're not getting, and this is the part that the world needs to know.
But they say these workers will still have a job, just not at this facility.
Well, and it's easy for them to say, but you know what? Tell everybody, here's your option. We're going to shut your facility down. Now pack your crap and move yourself miles away to find another job. It's ridiculous. We're better than this. These are the best of times in the history of these companies, and these workers have created these massive profits, and they continue to be left behind and going backwards. That has to stop.
Yeah. More than a few people have said, why not hit another assembly plant? Why a parts and distribution center? They're primarily supplying dealers around the country. Why not hit another assembly plant?
That may be the next step we take. There's a lot of options with our stand-up strike strategy, and it's just going to depend on what these companies do. This is our next move in the process, and I think it's a great move. This is one of the strongest aspects of our membership is these PDCs. They generate a lot of profits, especially for Stellantis. They generate a lot of profits. During the economic recession, these are the people that kept the company going. These are the people that were working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day during the recession. And so they're an important part of what we do.
How would you characterize negotiations with Stellantis right now? From the outside, a lot of people think you're farthest away with Stellantis compared to GM and Ford.
GM and Stellantis are both in the same place, in my opinion. We've not made progress there, and it's unfortunate. They chose, and I want to make this clear, they chose for us to be out here right now. This wasn't a decision we made. This was a company's decision. We came to them at the beginning of bargaining over 8 weeks ago with the demands. We gave them everything up front. They waited for over a month to even respond to our economic demands. There's no excuse for that. We've told them from the outset, don't wait till the last week. You're going to find yourself in a bad position, and they decided to wait till then. This is all on them.
But Shawn, there were leaked messages that came out overnight from someone within the UAW, essentially saying, look, we create chaos here. We'll have these guys scrambling around. Give the appearance that you guys want to keep them guessing for an extended period of time, that you want to go on strike 7, 8, 9 weeks, whatever the length may be, but not for a week. You don't want to get a resolution. What do you say to that, the people who saw those messages and thought, wait a second, this isn't bargaining in good faith?
I say shame on the corporations for putting that BS out there, number one. Are
you saying that's not true? Was that message true?
The message may be true, but whoever said it, but the point is this. That's not been our mission has been to get an agreement before bargaining started. We want our members to get their fair share of economic justice. And when they talk about chaos and all that, we have to plan. We have to plan for the worst case scenario. We had to plan because we know how these companies act, and we know that we planned on the fact that they were going to screw around and wait till the end like they always do instead of getting serious about our members' concerns. So we have a plan in place, and call it chaotic, call it what you want to call it. It's strategic in everything we're doing, and the companies own this. This is on their shoulders. Everything that's happening right now is on their shoulders. They own it because they chose not to take care of the membership.
Shawn Fain, president of the UAW, out here at the Mopar Parts and Distribution Center in